welcome back to another episode of
The Gray Path Podcast.
Blam Blam Blam. Who
Talk
needs
laugh.
visual? Who needs, Jimmy Neutron. Oh, I don't remember who I was talking to the other day about Jimmy Neutron
It's a
and
good
Danny
show.
Phantom. That's so
Danny
funny.
Phantom.
Yeah.
Biggest crush on him.
Um, that's hilarious. Well, we're doing a quick pop-up episode since the Mandalorian and Grogu trailer just dropped. Um, so let me get your first initial thoughts on the trailer.
It was a good trailer, I think. I don't know. It was very, very exciting. It was cute. I liked the little humor in the beginning, just to kind of set the mood with Grogu with the little buttons and all that. And I don't know, I'm excited. I've watched it like 5 times.
Me too, me too. I literally woke up and like rolled over, looked at my phone, answered a text message, and then um opened up like Facebook, I think it was, and that was the first thing that popped up. And I'm like half asleep, like with one eye open, watching it, and then I was like, oh, I gotta send it out to everybody. So like I sent it to you,
Mm-hmm.
and then later I got on Instagram and you had already posted it, and I was like, oh yeah, I forgot she's 3 hours ahead of me.
Mm-hmm. Well, because people were asking me, they're like, "Are you gonna do a blind reaction?" I was like, "I really want to, but like, I'm working and I'm not gonna
Hmm.
wait till I get home because like
Yeah,
I'm gonna see it on my phone. I'm just not gonna do it. So I just
yeah,
literally I'm in the van with the dogs, like on the
yeah,
table. I'm like, hold on, and I'm watching my video, watching the
yeah.
trailer.
You know what's so funny too is like I think I've videotaped. I'm gonna have to look in one of my other phones, but I'm pretty sure I videotaped myself watching Ahsoka, or maybe it was the Obi-Wan show. I don't remember which one it was. I think that's what it was. Or was it House of the Dragon? I think it was Ahsoka. I don't know. But
No.
yeah, I literally watched it and I was just like, holy crap, like this
It's
is
gonna be on
wild.
the big screen too.
Yeah,
That's
I know,
even
I know.
better.
Sorry, I got a text message, so I was reading it. But what I was saying was, I don't like the way that I looked when I filmed the reaction. I kind of just like, it was just like, mm, I don't
Y'all
know.
not
I didn't like,
posting that.
yeah, I didn't like the position. I looked all awkward. My face is like, duh. But then I was like, also like, oh, maybe I'll use that as a funny clip later on. And then it was super dark in my room. No, not in my room, but my living room, So I was like, this definitely looks, I don't know. But we'll see. Maybe one of these days. What else did you like about the trailer? What made you
Um,
most excited?
Seeing Zeb, like it definitely seems like he's gonna have a bigger part, which means I think possibly there's gonna be more of the Ghost Crew. I mean, obviously, like I mean, we're getting Ezra and Ahsoka more and all that, and we've already got Sabine. But like, I just feel like if Zeb's gonna be in it, there's got to be more, right? I would think. So that gets me more excited.
Yeah. So the actor through the trailer, the actor is like long live the Empire when they're on that snow planet and they're sitting at that round table. That's one of the Imperial officers from Ahsoka. Um,
Yes.
but he looks to have aged and his hair's longer. So I'm wondering if some time has passed. Like I'm wondering if we're gonna get like like a montage of them like going through different bounties in the first act, and then possibly in the second act, like something happening, Grogu getting stolen or uh captured and like set for ransom, and then that's what the next act is going to be, going into the third act. So
I liked Grogu's little like he's always got his little flying thing, but now it's
mhm.
like a little speeder, like it
Yeah,
flips over and it's all me so you can keep up with
yeah,
Din.
yeah. I think that, well, I don't know, I'm gonna have to rewatch it, but I think that was just like that baby carriage for that baby that got taken out, and that's why he used it, but I'm not sure.
Mm,
I'll have to rewatch it. But yeah, no, I did. It went really fast. I was like,
yeah.
dang.
And then his little armor, he's like telling them, always check your armor, and I'm like, oh my
Yeah.
gosh, he's gonna
And
have a
he like,
little suit, I think, like a little
yeah,
like, or maybe he'll have more, He's
yeah,
gonna be so cute.
yeah. So I think it was pretty cool.
And there's more aliens and creatures, it looks like, which I'm excited for.
Yeah.
And
I
that
heard it.
one bounty hunter, that's gonna be kind of cool.
Imbo,
Is that
Imbo.
how you say it? Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I liked seeing Imbo. I knew something that Filoni had his hands on. Eventually, Imbo was going to
Oh yeah.
come into play. I think his Clone Wars action figure on the third for the second party market is quite expensive, and I can only imagine it's going to go up in price too with him going into live action now.
Oh yeah.
Um, yeah, it's funny, like you see stuff fluctuate, like kids that grew up on the Clone Wars when they were younger that are finding like a nostalgic sense of collecting as adults. You've seen this like spike in the Clone Wars action figures, probably about like 2020 because Clone Wars came out in like '08, and then the final season that got released was around what, 2020, 2021. So it was like that nostalgia came back for it. So they sat there and just like one clone figure that I bought for like $5.97 was going for like $112.
So
And I'm just
crazy.
like, I've got three of these. You should just sell two.
Yeah, make some money.
So, but yeah, I think it's really cool that Imbo's there. I was reading up on some stuff earlier, and somebody said that this is the lowest Star Wars movie budget ever, which I thought was kind of weird
That's me.
because I'm like, you're going into this movie with a lower budget than what the Acolyte was.
Yeah,
So I was just
maybe
like,
that's
damn.
why. Don't like we
Yeah, I
spent
don't
too
know.
much money on Acolyte. We gotta step it back a little
Yeah,
bit, but I still think it's gonna be good. I guess
yeah,
I don't know. It's funny because it's like people I follow on TikTok and Instagram, like the Star Wars community. A lot of people are like, "Oh, people are complaining about this and this." I'm like, I haven't seen one complaint, so I don't know. But like, apparently,
yeah,
people are really upset about seeing him without his helmet on. But I'm like, what do you mean? Like that?
yeah. I think,
Did we not watch Mandalorian? Like,
yeah. Well, and like, and that's the thing though too, is like, okay, so at the end of season three, Bo and all the Mandalorians take back Mandalore. So if he wants to, he can just go bathe in the waters again. And I actually like, I know that season three got a really bad, like, I don't know, just people just didn't like it, for
mhm.
whatever reason, and they had their reasons. But it's just like, yeah, I get it. The casual fan couldn't follow along. If you didn't know who Bo was, if you didn't know, everything that had happened, you were kind of like lost, and the story really deviated from what the casual fans loved about it being a spaghetti western. Um, so I think this movie is going to be a response to the casual fan that loved that spaghetti western that like, it was just all podged together and it was different little stories, and that they're literally going to just have season four just be a movie because a lot of people complained as well that like the way that the story would end and it would be like 30-minute episodes here and there. They're just
Yeah,
trying to like satisfy them. And I think they're trying to get people excited for um Star Wars being back in the movie theaters because a year later we're gonna get the what was it called? Star Wars the one with Ryan Gosling, I forget the name of it, Starfighter or something like that.
yeah, yeah,
So and now we know that there's going to be confirmed lightsaber battles in that. I'm just like, what are they really setting up? What are they trying to make us excited for?
yeah. They're
What's your
definitely setting it.
yeah?
Huh?
What's your shirt?
Saja Boys from K-pop Demon Hunters.
Oh
I
my
made it.
God.
It's like my favorite movie.
Not you two.
Whatever. I love it. I was literally listening to their music on the way home.
Oh my gosh.
It's such a good
You know,
movie.
it's so funny too. Like somebody said that you get to a certain age where you no longer care and you revert back to your old ways of when you remember
Like
being
when
the
you're like
most
13.
happy, when you remember being like the most happy and stuff. And I'm just like, is that us right now? Like,
Oh, it's 100% me. I
Yeah,
don't care anymore. Like I don't care, and I'm just
yeah,
like, I'm gonna watch a kids movie because I love it. I've watched it like so many times. I love the songs. I'm rocking out. That's what my TikTok changed now. Because now I just use social media for fun now. Like I really don't. I don't care about followers or like making money off of it anymore.
yeah.
But like TikTok, it's now. I posted one video of me singing along to a musical. And then it blew up. So I was like, I'm just gonna do a series. Like, if you know this banger, we can be friends. And it's just been different musicals and stuff, and it's just been blowing up on TikTok. People love it, and I'm like, this is so much fun. Like, I get to sing these songs that I grew up listening to, and I'm already a like theater nerd,
Yeah,
so
literally,
it's been super
literally,
fun.
literally. Um, uh, that's hilarious though. I know the kids keep trying to get me to download TikTok. I'm like,
It's
no,
dangerous.
dude, I know. The funny thing though, Angelina, I don't know if I said this on the last episode. Angelina bought all of her furniture for her house off a
Oh
TikTok
yeah,
shop.
yeah.
Yeah,
It's
it's
literally I bought hair product that came in yesterday, and I bought a couple pair of jeans, and they're my favorite
yeah,
pair of pants.
it's such nice furniture. I was like, you really
Hmm.
got this off a TikTok shop? And she was like, yeah. And I was like, holy crap. So then we went on there for like glass containers to hold my action figures that are loose or like my Lego sets. And I was like, dude, I can literally get this stuff for half the price.
I'm trying to
She's
look
like,
around see what
down.
else I got.
She's like, download it. And I'm like, no, I refuse to.
But that's the thing though too. It is dangerous because it's just another thing that like obviously people are promoting the stuff to make money off of it, which is fine. But then I'll catch myself and I'm like, ooh, add to cart. But then I'm like, nope, we're not buying it because next thing I know, it's
Yeah.
like $500 in my cart. you
Yeah.
know. But there is a lot of like stuff that I've bought off that I do like.
Yeah.
I think I've only been scammed once,
Yeah.
which I need. Yes, I've only been scammed once. But they ended up like TikTok actually gave me back my money because it never got delivered, and I
Yeah.
bought it in December. So at least I
Oh
got
yeah,
my money
I
back.
remember we were talking about that. Yeah,
Yeah.
that
So that's the
sucks.
only thing that I've kind of been scammed on, and it was just like
Yeah.
for a hood light. For it's supposed to be for Randall's Christmas present. Like it magnetizes on top of a hood,
Yeah.
but whatever.
You're like, I'll find it somewhere else.
Yeah.
My favorite parts though, now that we've veered off, let's reel it back
Go
in.
back in.
My favorite parts of the trailer was probably seeing Imbo, um, and all just the speculations. The one thing though that did disappoint me is when the Hutts were talking in English, and I've
Oh,
heard,
yeah. I was gonna mention
yeah,
that. I was like,
yeah,
that threw me off.
yeah. So, and I've heard multiple people online talk about it too, and it's just like, again,
Be-
if you're like a really in-depth fan, you know that like the Hutts will not speak English. Like they think
no.
it's, beneath them. And that's why like under crime underlord, the syndicates and like all these lower people that are criminals, they all speak Huttese because that's, what the Hutts speak.
Well, I know when Jeremy, what's his face, got casted. I remember we
Yeah.
were talking about that, thinking it was weird because it's just like we're
Yeah.
just going to be speaking Huttese, but I guess
Yeah.
not. My only thing
Yeah.
is, even if you're a casual fan, like people can read subtitles. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like they've always just had subtitles
Yeah.
in any alien and stuff that's been in it in any Star Wars show, just subtitles. So
Yeah.
I am very
Literally.
confused about that. So I don't know if they're gonna have like a
Yeah.
storyline or there's gonna be a reason. I don't know,
Yeah.
but yeah, that did throw me off. I said that's weird. They're speaking English.
Yeah. I'm also thinking too, like, okay, so his helmet gets removed, so he has to redeem himself. Is it going to be like a post credit scene where he goes to redeem himself and it's just a brief cameo of Bo Katan to
Yeah.
set up Ahsoka?
Well, and then what? Season 3 was it? Season 3 that Oh my gosh, what am I'm blanking on the name of the skeleton.
The
What?
Mythosaur?
Yeah, say what we're getting tattooed. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think that's gonna play a part? Like, because they just showed it in that season as like a little like ooh, or was
Yeah.
it just
Yeah.
that was it? Like just like oh, you're just gonna see a little bit of this, or is there gonna be like something else with it? Like,
I I think if it's successful and then Ahsoka season 2 is successful, I think they're going to try and tie everything together because that's what supposedly this movie was supposed to be. This movie was
Yeah.
supposed to tie Ahsoka and all that together. Um, I'm just worried that it's going to be rushed. Like it's going to be like, here's this plot hole sealed. Here's this plot hole sealed.
Like
Here's
it's
this
just
plot hole
fixing
sealed.
problems.
Yes, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, and I almost feel like too that a lot of this stuff that we have gotten has been plot holes filled for episode 9, you know, and Palpatine being back and the First Order and all this. And I feel like it would have been better explained had they did like a Clone Wars style show and where you
Yeah.
could develop everything over a couple of seasons, even if it was just 4 seasons like Rebels was. You get more character development and you get more everything. But then also too, I mean, like look at Maul's coming out, and he's a major player, after the Clone Wars and doing stuff and causing havoc, and maybe they're gonna fill some of the gaps of that in too.
Yeah.
So
Guess we
yeah,
shall see.
yeah. I wanna do like a prediction. Who are 3 people that you think you're gonna see in the movie that haven't been announced yet? Like what three people would you like or you think are gonna be in there for cameos?
I have no idea. Bo-Katan, maybe, like you're saying. I
Yeah,
guess Zeb last time, but obviously they
yeah,
showed him. Other than that, I don't know.
yeah. Um,
Who?
I think Bo for myself. I think we're also going to get a hint of possibly Luke in
Really?
some
Well, no,
way,
yeah, that makes sense because that is not
you
timeline.
know. Yeah, so even if maybe it's a Force ghost,
Mm-hmm.
um, or like Grogu reaching out through the Force, or maybe even like I was thinking maybe I don't remember. I had it, but then I also thought of something else that I forgot to tell you earlier. So
But then I feel like we'd see some more, maybe bigger, like Mandalorian characters.
yeah, yeah. So yeah, I totally forgot who I was gonna say because so I had a dream last night that we were getting tattooed and it triggered my memory when you said that. And that you got an outline of Jar Jar Binks.
Oh, actually.
And I was like,
Call up
what are
Jessica
you
and be like, "Can we add in Jar
yeah.
Jar Binks?"
I was like, what are you doing? And you're like, what? He was my favorite character when I was a kid. And it just like it
Like, isn't that what
triggered.
we're getting together, right? Jar Jar Binks.
Yeah, no. Yeah, I'll just get his head right here
What
with
is
the
it?
with the tongue.
That's it. That's why I sent Jessica. I said, can we add squeeze this in for both of us? Like, you get there,
Yeah,
she puts a freaking Jar Jar Binks stencil on you.
bro. Oh man, that's I still one of my very vivid memories of like going to one of my ex-girlfriend's house when she had a roommate and her roommate being like, I love Star Wars. She used to tell me that you liked Star Wars. I was like, yeah, I like Star Wars. And he was like, who's your favorite character? And I was like, oh, I like Boba Fett. And he was like, yeah, I always like Jar Jar Binks. And that was like the moment that I realized like everybody's favorite character is due to whatever age group you were when you seen the movies for the first time.
Which is funny because Jar Jar was not my favorite.
No,
Even though
I
I
know
was
you.
like younger, yeah, but I
Yeah,
liked him. I thought he was a fun character,
yeah.
of course, as a kid, but
Was that your rooster
yeah. He's underneath. He's in
in
the
the
basement
house?
because yeah, he hurt his leg, but I think
Uh,
he's not getting better, so I think it's time to he's been in here for
uh,
like 6 weeks.
uh, dinner.
Love him.
That's
He's our favorite
hilarious.
rooster though, so that's what we've been trying to like get him better, and he's
Yeah.
just not getting better. And if we put him back out there, they're just gonna kill him.
Well, better
But
you do it
anyways,
and gather the meat. Do you let the dogs eat the chicken feet?
we have, yeah. But I mean, we haven't harvested chickens. We haven't done meat chickens in a long time. So it's usually the rabbits that they get, but they get the ears and the legs and the feet and all that.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. That's awesome.
Fur
Heck
and
yeah.
all.
Did I tell you that I taught my cat how to sit and
I'm
sit
working on
up
that with my cat.
with beef jerky? Because he loves this beef jerky that I buy.
Mine's not
And
very big into beef. He's a chicken cat.
yeah, he like once he hears the container, like when I open it, he'll wake up out of a dead sleep and come run. And I'll be like, sit, and he'll sit, and I'll be like, up, and he'll get up on his back paws.
Oh,
And I
that's
was
kind of
like,
what
ha,
Binks does with the whipped cream. But
yeah.
speaking of cats, um, just for a second, because he's like 9 months old, 10 months old now, I was thawing out chicken, and he's gotten into a bag once and pulled one piece of chicken out, like they're tiny little wings. And so
Mhm.
then I went to thaw out some more, and I put him underneath a bunch of bowls and stuff, thinking that he'd have a hard time getting them. I was like, I'm just gonna thaw him out when I get home. So I'm making the
Yeah.
dogs dinner, and I go, I'm like, oh yeah, I gotta grab the chicken. It's not in the sink. And then I realized I haven't seen Binks since I got home, and Kiki tattled on them, and he dragged the whole bag of chicken wings to the back of the couch and was eating it. Like, there was just bone left. Like, he ate all the meat off of it. I'm like, you little stinker.
Wasn't he the one that just showed up at the house and he was feral and was stuck in the tree?
No, that's Kiki. So that's our orange and white
Oh,
one that we've had for a while. But
okay.
he's
Okay.
chill. This is the kitten that we got
Okay.
last September.
Oh, so you've been starving him and that's why he's trying to bulk up.
No, he is just a
Yeah, right.
fiend for chicken.
You feed your animals better than some parents feed their children.
Yeah, for real. But yeah, so now I can't thaw out chicken in the sink because I've learned that he can pull a whole bag out and drag it somewhere and hide it and
Damn,
eat it.
that's hilarious.
He's
He's like,
just,
I'm getting this chicken.
which is funny because I named him from Jar Jar Binks.
That's
His full
hilarious.
name is Sir J.J. Broccoli Binks.
Sir J J Broccoli Binks.
Yeah, Broccoli's because there's an orange cat in one of my favorite books, and the cat's name is Broccoli.
That's so funny. That's
Yeah,
hilarious.
so
But yeah, I'm excited about the review. I think, or the movie trailer, I should say. I don't know. My brain is crashing. I need to eat.
I'm hungry
Uh,
too.
but yeah, no, I don't know, man. I hope that it does really well. I was
I do
thinking about
too.
this. I was thinking about this too the other day of like, I can watch something and enjoy it. I've probably said this before too. I can enjoy it when it comes to Star Wars, and even if other people hate it, because I'm such a fan and I can see like the bigger picture.
Yeah, same.
So I'm really, really stoked. I would love to see, even though I didn't like the Acolyte, I would love to see a 3D animation of the Acolyte and get more character development out of all the characters that we learned.
Yeah,
That could
because I did
even
like what's his
yeah,
face's character. I liked him a
yeah,
lot.
even
He
if it
had
was a
potential.
prequel. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
even if it was a prequel or I mean you didn't like the story and now that they're not in charge and trying to make woke Star Wars, you could branch off and be like, okay, like make like a short, like Saul ends up capturing May or Osha, whichever one it was again, and takes her, and then Chimera goes on his journey, and then
Dang, what's his name?
produce a show of the Knights of Ren and be like the first Ren or the first Knight or something like that, and then you could have like a
Yeah,
spin-off show, and then you could enter, you could have Darth Plagueis and when he was younger and Tibetan, I don't know how to say his name. Um, I think that would be cool, but like I said though, like even not being a fan of that show, I would still watch like a prequel, like if it was done where you could flesh out the characters,
yeah.
so yeah. What do you have for bar
For our
what was it
argument.
called? Bar argument?
Yeah. Okay. This it's not going to be like super argumenty, but what matters more in Star Wars, great characters or a perfectly planned story? I felt like that kind of ties into what we were talking about today.
A great story or wait, what? Great
What
characters?
matters more in Star Wars, great characters, so I guess with great character development and all that, or a perfectly planned story, so having a good story and maybe kind of characters.
Well,
Like,
we could bring it back to what I was just talking about. Like you have great characters, but a story for Acolyte, you know, and then you have something like the Clone Wars or like Rebels that had great characters that you developed and it made it better. You know,
Hmm.
just like last week's argument about Anakin, like I do think that he became so much better of a character if you got more of the lore, whether it was the comic books, the graphic novels, you know, the video games, the Clone Wars, all of that made the character so much better. Like I was like, even if you look at like my action figure collection, like I don't have very many Anakins. I don't have very many Darth Vaders. Not until recently did I start buying Darth Vader figures. Like I have the one from the Force Unleashed video game, and I bought that one because I loved that story of Star Killer and Vader and the arc of like him finding him when he was a young kid and like him killing his own men to, you know, save him and all of that. Like that's why I bought that figure because I liked the character development and like the storyline of that figure, you
Hmm.
know. Um, I don't know if
Yeah,
that really pertains to it, but
no, I I agree though, because I think even like with Clone Wars as an example, like there's a lot of like I feel like throwaway episodes that you're kind of like like we could have done without that, but like you still watched it because like
yeah,
it did tie in to what was going on because the characters were so good, like
yeah.
so and I just kind of pushed through it because of that.
Look at the Jar Jar Binks episodes when he
Yeah.
goes to that one place and like the queen who like likes Jar Jar gets kidnapped and they end up being force sensitive beings. And then it opens up that theme of like, okay, like there was more force sensitive people rather than just Jedi and Sith. And
Hmm.
then you go into Rebels and you
So it
find
explores more of them. Like
yeah,
it's
and you,
not
yeah,
just these people that have that. Yeah,
yeah. And you go and you
definitely good
see
characters.
yeah, the Bendu in Rebels and the world between worlds and then you get to see it again in Ahsoka and it opens up endless possibilities, you
Yeah.
know, and realistically like the butterfly effect is a great movie of showing like if you could go back in the future and try and change something to make it better, what is the negative outcome from you changing one thing? And I just think about like you could utilize that concept in Star Wars and go between the world between worlds, like how what if Ahsoka would have went with Ezra instead of going back to that timeline? How would have the outcome been? What if she would have stayed in there and walked out sooner when she saw a younger Anakin, like all these what if possibilities that you could create into a show. And it
Yeah.
could just be throwaway things like the what if for Marvels, you know, you got to showcase like a bunch of comics and characters from all these different comics over the years in the what if, but it didn't affect the main storyline.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I talk a lot and I have a lot of ideas. I realized the other day, like,
That's why this is perfect though, because you can get them all out.
yeah, yeah, my mind will be quiet when I go to the gym today.
Yeah.
So, but I definitely think good characters.
Yeah,
It
for
makes
sure.
this it makes the story that much better, you know?
Because even if it's a bad story, like the characters just I don't know, they tie
Yeah,
it together somehow. Yep,
yeah,
I agree.
definitely. So I think we'll end it here. It's gonna be a short episode because we've got stuff to do.
Thanks.
It's snowing in town, so
I saw
I'm gonna
that.
go race my car in the snow.
Have fun and be safe.
Just kidding. I don't race my car.
Hmm.
So, um, but yeah, like, comment, subscribe. We put out new episodes when we want.
We used to be good about it weekly, but life
Yeah,
happens.
it does. But I mean, consistency is still there. So
Yeah,
yeah,
I know.
so exciting news coming on my end. Uh, some stuff is shaking and moving.
Shaking and
So
bacon.
shake and bake, Ricky Bobby. But you can find us on social media at,
Where I love fit on Instagram.
and I'm the 530 Gorilla.
Oh,
Um, I'm going to be starting a new channel too for those who want to follow, and it'll be entirely. I guess you'll just have to wait and see. Until
To be
next time.
determined. Peace out, Girl Scout.
All right. Until next time. ADD. I forgot what I was gonna say. May the force be with you.
Always. Bye.